welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. For the video today, I wanted to do a quick Priceline haul, as today is the first day of the big 50% off sale on cosmetics. To be honest, I did have a different video planned for today, but I figured since the sale snuck up on me and there were a few things I wanted to get, I thought I may as well sit down and show you what I got. I do have a reasonably big bag here. Well, this is a reusable one from Govita, just because Priceline have started their bag ban, but I've got a fair few things here. I have my receipt as well, so I can talk numbers and the amounts that I've saved and everything like that. To be honest, I'll probably go through all of the boring numbers at the end, but for now, we'll get on to the exciting part of the haul. I've just dumped it all out in front of me here so I can pick through. There's no real order to this, I'm just going to grab everything, show you and talk about it. The first thing that I picked up here is something that I haven't had too much of a look at before, but it is the Australis AC On Tour or A Contour kit, and this one is in the shade Lighter Than Light. I will say I do have the original one that they came out with, which I guess had standard shades for what they thought most people could use, but now I know there's a few variations with different shades inside, and this is the palest one, so I'm just going to open it up and see what it looks like. So packaging wise, it's the same as the one I have now, although mine is quite a bit old and battered, but let's just see the colours inside. Those are pretty nice. Super duper light, but I know I'll get a fair bit of use out of them. Yeah, even the banana powder's quite light. That's interesting. I know this will definitely come in handy when I want to do different makeup looks and try and do a little bit more contouring with cooler tones. So I'm really glad to add this into my makeup collection. Alright, the next thing I've grabbed here is an eyeshadow palette, and I don't think I have any drugstore eyeshadow palettes. I'm pretty sure all of mine are just from, you know, Mecca or Sephora, so not super high-end, but not the most affordable either. And to be honest, I know it's probably not going to be amazing. I feel like in the past when I've used cheaper eyeshadows, you can really sort of tell that there's just not much colour to them. But I did want to pick up a little palette just in case I ever want to do a drugstore only makeup look. I feel like it would come in handy. So the one that I chose is actually really pretty. This one is the Burgundy Bar from Maybelline. I hope that you can see the colours there. Oh my gosh, the brush. To be honest, I wasn't expecting anything good at all. I figured just a standard sort of brush would be in here. And there is on one side, but it actually has one of these old sponge tip applicators that used to be in all the makeup that I used to own when I was a kid, like toy makeup. I didn't actually know that they put these in makeup anymore. Anyway, for the palette, it is really pretty, I will say. I like the colours. Just give you a look. I think that this one's been around for some time, so I don't really follow Maybelline or too many drugstore brands, but even I feel like I've seen this around a fair bit over the past few months. But I think it will be nice for the rest of winter for myself, and I quite like the look of these purple colours and think they'll pair well with my green eyes. So this will come in handy, even if the pigmentation isn't that great, but I might test it now. Okay, that is actually surprisingly really buttery. So I don't know if you'll be able to see, it's just these two on the outside here. I've got other stuff on my hand from trying it in store, but that's really pretty. Just added two more on there. Those are really soft and nice. I'm actually pretty impressed. Glad that I picked this up, and I can't wait to try it when I'm actually sitting down to do my makeup for the day and do a whole eye look with this one. I also got a fair few more eye products. Two of these here are actually pairs of eyelashes, and I really shouldn't be buying any more. To be honest, I have so many stored in my room, but I liked the look of these. They're both Glam by Manicare ones, and the first one I have here is Natural L. I really hope that you'll be able to see that here. I like the look of the different levels of lashes, that they're not all the same length, so there are some that will be a little bit longer and some shorter, but I guess it does seem a lot more subtle than so many other lashes that I have. And the other one that I have here is again Glam by Manicare, but this is in their dramatic line, and it is Adele, and this one is actually quite dramatic. This one definitely seems super long, dramatic, fluffy, wispy. These will look very extreme on the eye, but I can't wait to try them on, probably on a night out or something like that. The next one here kind of goes along with the previous two. I just grabbed an eyelash glue, and this one I've never used before. This is also Glam by Manicare, and it is Black Precision Lash Adhesive. I'm pretty certain I've never used any black eyelash glues before. I normally just use the clear ones, but I thought I'd try a black, and I also haven't tried one by this brand before, so it will be very interesting to see how it works. Alright, back to a few more items here for the base. I had to pick up a powder. I normally always like to grab a few different powders when they do this big Priceline sale. Normally one of the Australis pressed powders, those are really good. and I normally also try and find a pressed Rimmel one if I can't find the Australis, and sadly both of my shades were sold out in both of those brands, so I just grabbed a translucent powder instead. I am running low on my Laura Mercier, so I thought that this could kind of take place of that. It is the Rimmel Match Perfection Loose Face Powder in Transparent. I have purchased this one on and off over the past few years and I feel like it works pretty well. So I'll just add that one into the mix, and I guess I'll probably go back to Priceline to try and find some more pressed powders when they're back in stock. Although when saying that, I might have to check out a few more Pricelines in different locations over the next few days of the sale to see if I can find any of those powders to stock up, because they're really good and they always seem to sell out pretty quickly. The next thing I have here is a concealer. This is one that I've never used before. It is by NYX and it is the Dark Circle Concealer. I might just open it up and see how high coverage it is. It's got an interesting texture, it kind of feels like lip balm or something. I mean, not really something I can show a swatch of, but just trying it. The texture is very interesting and I don't know, I mean it is peachy and a little bit darker than I expected, but I feel like that will probably work pretty well under the eye. I don't think I said yet, but I got the shade Fair, so hopefully it works pretty well. Next I do have another concealer here, and this one is by Maybelline. It is the Super Stay 24-Hour Concealer. This is just a little liquid concealer with a doe foot applicator. I haven't tried it before, but I thought I'd give it a go. This one seemed like a pretty good shade. It was just called Light Beige, but I liked the way it looked in the tube, and I'm interested to try this and I guess the other concealer I picked up because I'm trying to get out of my rut of using Shape Tape all the time. So I'm really hoping that I do like one of these that I picked up today. I've got a few more eye products here which I'll go through. So the next two here are both the same kind, just different shades. I've got the NYX Vivid Brights in a yellow, or this one is called a Vivid Halo, and also a dark purple, or what do they call it? Vivid Violet. I do already have these eyeliners in a couple different colours. I've got the green and also the light purple, which I really love, so I can't wait to play with these. Both of these seem like really nice colours, and I already know I like the texture, but here they are. I know the yellow's not showing up too well, but you can kind of get a sense of it. I think it will just be fun to do little detailed work on my eyes, or maybe even do a fair bit of colour, or even a standard wing, I guess. It's just nice to add in these colours to the mix, since I don't have really any dark purples as far as I know, and I definitely don't have any yellows, so this one's nice and bold. It will definitely make an impact on the eye. The next thing that I have here is a mascara, and I've definitely said a few times in the past that I don't use mascara all that often. I don't even really buy it. I guess I just use a lot of samples when I get them, and that does me fine since I use it so rarely, but I did manage to pick one up today because it caught my eye. This one is just by L'Oreal Paris. It is the Baby Roll Mega Volume. I just love the look of the light pink and blue, or kind of minty green. So yes, I'm aware it's a silly reason to pick it up just for the packaging, but since I'm not a mascara fan anyways, if it's not so great, I don't think I'll notice. I just wanted to have a little look at the wand. Alright, that name makes sense now. This one is at least something new and interesting for me to try, and at the very least I know I'll be happy looking at it on my makeup table because I just like the colouring of the packaging. I do have a handful more things here. Some of these are repeat purchases, so one of these for example is the Australis Stay Put Longwear Foundation, and I just picked up a different shade. This one is Porcelain, so it's a bit darker than Snow. It is in its outer packaging there, but hopefully you can get a sense of the shade. So this is the second lightest shade, and I just wanted to pick it up to see how it goes on my skin tone, if it'll be a good mixer with maybe Snow, the one that I have already. But yeah, 50% off. This was my plan all along since I got the first one half price. That was just a random sale, but since then I have wanted to pick up this one, and I'm glad now that I have it. Another repeat purchase here, and this is one that I tend to get a fair bit in these Priceline sales. It's just another foundation, and this one is in a stick form. So this one is the Maybelline Fit Me in the shade Porcelain as well. I just like these ones as I find them pretty quick and easy to use if I'm getting ready in a rush, or if I just want my makeup to last for a long time, since I've said before how I find that these products don't really break down on my skin. So just picked up another one since I had completely run out of all of my others. I think I'm just going to continue to breeze through the rest of these repeat products. This one here is a makeup setting spray, so the NYX Matte Setting Spray. You've probably seen me talk about it in maybe a few hauls, definitely empties videos, and most of my get ready with me's as well, since I use these a fair bit. This one and also the Dewy Finish, and I really like them. I think my only complaint about them is the size, but for the price it's worth it, especially when it's on sale. Another one that I have here is also by NYX, and this is just the Wonder Pencil. So is that actually what it's called? NYX Wonder Pencil in Light. And I like to use these for a few different things. I guess just cleaning up my lips or eyebrows, and I also really like it on days where I just want to do a little bit of concealing. So I will literally take this pencil and sketch in any tiny marks on my skin, any tiny imperfections, just slowly going over lightly with it. It comes out looking really nice and good on a no makeup day because it just looks like I have good skin. And of course I also use these in my waterline. I do have one of these at the moment, but it is very short, so I just had to pick up a new one. I hope things aren't looking too different. I just had to change batteries since my other one died, but there are a few more items to go through, so I'll quickly show you those as well. The next thing that I have here is an eyebrow pencil, and this is something that I've had on my little to-buy list for a while, just because I only really have one eyebrow pencil at the moment, and it isn't always something that I like to use because it definitely comes across pretty dark on my eyebrows, especially at times like now when I have my roots done. So my hair's looking very light and I like to do my brows a lot lighter as well. So I have been keeping an eye out for blonde eyebrow pencils, and I did find one today, so I'm glad that I got it on the sale. This one is also from Australis, and it's just called their eyebrow pencil in the shade Blonde. And I do like the look of the colour. I feel like it will be fairly light on my eyebrows, I hope. There it is there. Looking at it here now, I think it will be a good match for the light eyebrows that I want to do, like what I've tried to do at the moment today with eyebrow powders, but of course it's good that this one's a pencil so I can do fine little strokes if it is sharpened up nicely, so very keen to give this a go as well. I've got to say, I've got so many new items that I can't wait to play with. I'm almost even tempted to take off my makeup now and try and put it on this afternoon, but maybe that's a little crazy since it's just a day off at home and I'm not going anywhere. I don't know. But what I have mentioned already is not everything yet. I still have one last item, and it's just a lip pencil. So this is one I've tried before in different shades, and I mean lip pencils are kind of hard to fail on, but this one here is again an Australis product. This lip pencil here is in the shade Sweet Cheeks, and it's just kind of like a nudie pink. I've got a lot of lip pencils like this, and quite a few of them are getting quite short, so this one's a lot lighter than other ones I have, and also a lot pinker. It's just on the outside there. I do think it'll be fine for lining my lips and then going over with lipstick for pretty much any of my nude shades. Alright, so that's the last item that I picked up. I do have my receipt here, and really quickly I'll just go over. So I got 18 items total, and the total price was $134.02. Oh, and I didn't pay that because I had a Priceline reward, so I got like $14.37 back. And that was just from points over the quarter, I guess, shopping at Priceline. Even though you don't get that much, if you buy most of your makeup there, or even, you know, toiletries and things, it does add up and you do get that money back. I don't really know how they work out the points for dollar value, but I mean, I was very happy at the till when they showed me how much I spent today and said, oh, but don't worry, you've got $15 back. I was, you know, relieved. So in the end, I paid $119.65, which I am happy with. I don't really think I got anything that I didn't need or want, or filling a gap in my makeup collection. You know, I mean, I could have gone and gotten more lipsticks. There were definitely some that I looked at, but I feel like I've got so many lipsticks I don't need more. I really don't need more blushes. So, you know, to add in a few specific lashes that I needed, you know, foundation that I go through, same with like the makeup setting spray and concealers and all that. Those are things that I definitely run down and always need to repurchase. And I got a few other fun things like this palette and the liquid liners, the coloured ones. So these will all be fun to play with and all have their place in my makeup collection. By the way, I did see on the receipt, it says total savings was $148.57. I mean, that's more than what I paid. I don't really know with these sales. I don't think everything's 50% off. Some things might be higher. Some things aren't even on sale as cosmetics. There are just certain things they don't discount, but I'm happy with the savings and I'm happy with my haul. But thank you for watching the video today. I do hope you enjoyed it. Please give me a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, you can hit that notification bell in case you don't want to miss out on any of my videos in the near future. But thanks again for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye!